All right, everyone introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Julianne.
Hi, I'm Brittany.
Hi, I'm Katie.
Hi, I'm Daniela.
I'm Lauren.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
Okay, thanks guys.
Today on college campuses, smokers need a secluded place to smoke. Giving them a designated smoking area would help them to acquire a specific spot where they could smoke, so it would not irritate others. Today, whether or not to have smoking areas on campus is a widely debated issue and needs to be acted upon. Throughout this presentation, I hope to inform you about why is it important that college campuses should have designated smoking areas. One of the main reasons for having smoking areas on campuses would be to decrease the amount of secondhand smoke. For those of you that don't know, secondhand smoke is referred to as the pollutants or fumes that are given off of a smoker and that are inhaled by someone that is not actively smoking. The effects of secondhand smoke have known to cause lung and throat cancer. A study conducted by the American Journal of the American Medical Association revealed that there is an estimate of about 400,000 deaths a year in America that are caused by secondhand smoke. Smoking is a personal choice that 16% of students on campuses partake in every day. If you personally decide that you do not want to be a smoker, then you should not be subjected to the effects of secondhand smoke. Now I have a short video to show you a little bit about what secondhand smoke can do to you, and not only you, but others around you.
Here's the story of a chain-smoking lady who smoked around her 3 lovely little girls. All of them had clothes that smelled just like their mothers, the youngest one asthmatic. Here's the story of a man who smoked daily, that was busy with 3 packs of his own. His oldest son showed early signs of heart disease because Dad smoked at home. One day this lady thumbed a smoke of this fellow. Now kids shared a risk of cancer with their folks because this group would somehow form a family, and that's the way they became affected by secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke, secondhand smoke. That's the way they became affected by secondhand smoke.
There have been few studies conducted in America to see the results of using designated smoking areas on campuses, so I decided to use a study that was conducted in Australia on 3 different college campuses last year. Each of the campuses had about 3,000 to 9,000 students and staff, and before and after the trial period of 3 months of having designated smoking areas on the campuses, they were each individually given surveys to complete that had material such as how long they had been smoking for, if they were ever smokers, if they had ever planned on quitting, and much more information. Before the 3-month trial period, about 67% of people on campus said that they were affected by smokers on campus, as in secondhand smoke. And after the surveys, after the 3-month trial period, only 14.4% of people on campus said that they were affected by smokers, which is about a 53% difference. Also, after the trial period, 6% of students and staff said that they did end up quitting smoking because of the designated smoking areas, and about 17% said that they have cut down on their smoking and were eventually going to quit. It was also recorded that 98% of the students and staff complied to all of the rules of the smoking areas by staying in the designated smoking areas when smoking. Overall, you can see that from this study that not only did the designated smoking areas help to benefit to others that have been affected by secondhand smoke, but it also helped for others to help quit smoking and to cut down on smoking. Another benefit of having smoking areas on college campuses would be the consolidation of cigarette butts. It is hard to tell exactly how many cigarette butts are littered on campuses each year, but to give you a little bit of an idea, I went around the Ithaca College campus, and in about a 5-foot area, I counted over 30 cigarette butts. And I was also unable to find an area of at least 10 feet without one cigarette butt in it around the terrace area. I also noticed that near the entrance of every terrace building is a little box for you to specifically dispose of your cigarette butts, and clearly they are not being used properly due to the amount that are left on the floor. One of the main reasons smokers decide to litter their cigarette butts is because they do not have a place to properly dispose of them, and they are also unaware of the effects that they can have on the environment. If there were smoking areas put on campuses, hopefully people would decide to dispose of their cigarette butts properly, because each of the smoking areas would have a proper place to dispose of the cigarette butts, and they would also be within the same area as them. Depending on areas where cigarette butts are littered, it can take 18 months to 15 years for them to decompose. And even once it is decomposed into the ground, the chemicals, mainly tar, have been leached into the ground, contaminating waterways and any organisms that come into contact with it. Now I have a second video to show you some more about the effects that littering cigarette butts can have on the environment. I hope that by having designated smoking areas on campuses, it will lead to the reduction of smoking. This will not only benefit the smoker, but it will also directly benefit to anyone that comes into contact with secondhand smoke on a daily basis. This will also lead to bettering our environment and our community by having the reduction of the littering of cigarette butts. I hope that by all of you listening today, you will understand the importance of having designated smoking areas on college campuses.